Welcome back to Host Ghost Stories. I'm your host, LD Patty Loma. Tonight we have a special guest reading a story. Miss Sharon is reading a true story that was experienced by someone with the screen name JC3. Welcome in, Sharon.
Hello, LD. When I was about 11 or 12 years old, I had a bedroom downstairs at my parents' house. One morning, I woke early. It was still dark enough that I couldn't clearly see the room, but enough that I could see the sun creeping through my window. Anyway, I woke up that morning to a figure in my doorway that looked like it was wearing a white dressing gown, just standing there. At the time, I thought it was just my mother about to wake me up for school. Confused, I asked, "What are you doing, Mom?" Without a reply, the figure seemed to just back out of the doorway. It was so I got out of bed, walked to the door, and couldn't see anyone. Just to the right, outside my room, was the downstairs bathroom. To the left, the stairs upstairs to ahead, the hallway to the rumpus room with the door to under the house. Quick look up the stairs, and in the bedroom, I couldn't see my mom. So I backed so back to bed I went. Later that morning, I went up the stairs for breakfast and got ready for school. At breakfast, I asked Mom what she was doing downstairs early. I, she replied, saying she hasn't been downstairs at all this morning. After arguing with my mom about this, how I knew it was her because I saw her and her dressing gown, she promised me that she would have not been downstairs at all. I went downstairs before I went to school, and walked into the rumpus to see the door under the house was wide open. The scary part of it is that my parents had put one of those locking lanches on the door because during windy nights the winds would blow the door open. The door's latch was still on the latch and locked, so it should have been impossible for the door to be to have been opened. For a long time after that, I refused to walk near that door and often asked Mom to come check the door before I went to the bed to make sure it was shut, locked, and couldn't be opened. My parents tried telling me it was probably during a dreaming, but knew it was I knew I was awake and convinced about the figure standing in my doorway.
Thank you so much for sharing. Um, as you listen to the story, put in the comments if you think the story was real or fake. Thank you for listening to Host Ghost Stories, and thank you for joining us, Ms. Sharon.
You're welcome and thank you.